So I'd love to start the meeting and then turn it over to Ellen and then our keynote speaker and then do a roundtable. Hi, everybody. I'm Doug Brunke. I'm the founder and CEO of Global Chamber. This is one of our really cornerstone, or is becoming a cornerstone signature event at Global Chamber. It's the triangle of economic development on one side, business on another, and commercial real estate as a foundation for the transitions that happen as companies build their business internationally, including setting up offices and warehouses and manufacturing, all the things that are required when trade happens. Commercial real estate plays a key role in all of that. And thanks to Jim and Ellen, who spend more than a few hours every day in that world, are global experts in that area. And so today's program is going to be focused primarily on Malaysia. And so show of hands for all those people who have been to Malaysia. Let's see. It looks like a few of us. That's very good. So welcome and congratulations. I have so many very fond memories of KL and traveling around the countryside. It's an amazing country. It's made amazing progress on the economic development side when we think about the investment in semiconductors over the last 20, 30 years. That's really now changing everything globally, and it's changing the business world of Malaysia as well. There are a variety of other industries and a variety of other topics that will be covered here today by Malaysia. First, though, I'd like to introduce Ellen Su and Jim Huang. There are partners and tremendous supporters of Global Chamber. Ellen, would you like to make some opening comments and perhaps with Jim and I introduce our keynote speakers?
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Ellen Su, and I'm joined today by a lot of people from around the world. So this is very exciting, and we are very excited to have Mo to be our keynote speaker. And I'm looking forward to hear what kind of opportunity and investment and trade shows that's available that's happening around Malaysia. Thank you so much. And one other thing is, I did mention to Doug earlier that I'll be attending the Rotary International Convention in Taiwan. So there will be a lot of people joining the Rotarians joining the events from around the world. So I'll be bringing back some news in terms of what happens over there and also some of the exciting things that they'll be sharing with us, some of the big project they'll be sharing with us and where Rotary is doing to help people around the world. So thank you so much, Doug, for the opportunity. And I think would you like me to do the introduction, or would you want Jim to do the introduction?
Well, we should hear from Jim on the recording. Jim, you've been through a lot the last several weeks, as you alluded to before we started the recording. We all need to go through, taking care of our family, and you're a great role model, not just in business, but in the way you take care of your daughter, the way you take care of your family, how you've modified the way you do business because of taking care of your family is an inspiration. So thank you for not just being an inspiration on all the things you do in business and in real estate, but the way you handle yourself in so many ways. Do you have any opening comments that you'd like to make about coming back, how you see the world, and anything else you'd like to say in terms of kicking things off here today?
Yes. So I would say more and more it's this kind of dichotomy and split, but still the necessity of human interaction. As we've watched things grow, technology has been really, ever since I would say personal computers to then the internet, the metaverse to AI, right? It just keeps going. But one thing that doesn't really change or doesn't change, hasn't changed, is the people, the interaction, the trust, the friendships that play more than ever with now AI could do anything almost, right? You watch anything online, you don't know if it's true or not. But with people that you could reach out and verify that they are a real person. There's somebody you trust. That is starting to be the new currency besides the information. So I would say Global Chamber more than ever is so important because of the relationship, friendship building. Doug, I know when I travel, going to be traveling to Europe again very soon to put some assignments together. And it's the relationships, right? Because when I go out there, I meet people, break bread in person. So it is very important to use the technology like Zoom, getting to know each other, building friendships and relationships online to hopefully one day. And next time I go to Singapore and Malaysia, I'm going to go back and forth and visit our friends here. It is so important, right? For that, like Ellen traveling she's in Canada, but going to Taiwan and many other places and so many other people here. It is important. And I'm glad Global Chamber is, as we talked a long time ago, Doug, real estate touches everything. And when I saw this with economic development, a lot of the businesses and supply, one thing that I saw, and I'm sure Ellen and all the real estate people here, we kept on seeing over and over, right? I need a headquarters. I need to diversify headquarters. I need to build onshoring, whether it's building a manufacturing distributing plant. I know with one of the guest speakers before, Daniel Chang, we're building an industrial park in the Carolinas, with Rick Buss, a longtime Global Chamber member. We're doing projects in Phoenix. And it is that intersection of economic development, business, and real estate that intersects. And Doug, I'm glad with you, Cesar, and the leadership team having that vision of putting this together because this will touch everyone. And it's exciting to see where this can go. Doug, thank you.
Thank you. It is. And so we now actually have the next, I think, 5 weeks scheduled for this, what we're calling the Foreign Direct Investment Forum. Next week, we've got Puerto Rico. And that one is a fun one because Cesar Trabanco, leads our connections across the globe, is based in Puerto Rico. And so Invest Puerto Rico will be presenting next week. But in the meantime, we have Trade. If you're not familiar already with the Malaysian government and how it orchestrates trade, Trade facilitates Malaysian companies exporting and traveling and trading around the world, where MIDA, the Malaysian Investment Development Authority, focuses in on foreign direct investment. And so today, Ferdis Mode has got us focused in on what industries are of most interest for companies outside of Malaysia. And he's based in Los Angeles, so his focus is largely US Malaysia focused. However, he's talking about what some of these opportunities are for us, thinking about, I mentioned semiconductors before. There's a whole variety of industries and activities, and of course, on the real estate side too, that are of interest. And so, Ferdis, thank you for speaking today. I think you've got Brent here as well from your office, Brent Marletti, who is also involved with trade in the Los Angeles Trade office. We turn the conversation over to you. How long is your presentation? How would you like to handle questions? And anything else in terms of you getting started?
Yeah. Okay. First of all, thank you, Doc, for the introduction, and also same goes to Ellen and also James. First of all, thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you, Global Chamber, for inviting us to be part of this program. So I think for my session, I have my slides that I want to share with all the audience, and feel free um, to ask questions, or maybe you can keep it to the last part of my presentation. I'm happy to answer all the questions. So first of all, let me let this slide goes on. Please. You guys can see it?
We
I
can.
can see it. Thank
Looks
you.
good.
Okay. Right. I will start my presentation as introduced by Doc earlier. I'm Firdaus. I'm based with Madrid, Los Angeles. Together with me is Brand, also from our team here in Los Angeles. So this morning, my presentation will be focusing on why Malaysia can be a practical trading partner, and more importantly, how we can support US companies to connect with reliable Malaysian suppliers, products, and also services. I will begin my presentation about my um, organization, my trade. We are the National Trade Promotion Agency under Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry. Our role is not only to promote Malaysian export, but also to facilitate business connections, provide market information, and also support cross-border trade engagement. So as you can see, the mission is to promote Malaysian enterprise to the world. But I would like to share that our focus is to facilitate US buyer sourcing for Malaysian products and also services. So in Malaysia, we have a regional network across Peninsular Malaysia, Sabah, and also Sarawak. And this allows us to work closely with exporters throughout the country. With the broad reach, help us identify capable companies across multiple sectors and also regions. Internationally, Matrade, we operate through 47 offices worldwide, with 36 trade officers and also 11 marketing officers. With these international footprints, this allow us to support both Malaysian exporters as well as foreign buyers with market access, trade intelligence, and also business facilitation. And for the US, we have 3 dedicated office covering 15 states in the US, with New York covering Eastern Coast and Canada, Miami, Florida, and also Georgia, as well as Caribbean market, and Los Angeles, which I represent, covering 19 states to the west coast of US. And my last slide about my organization, our work is structured around these 4 core functions: export promotion, exporters development, trade market information, also trade advisory and support. And this includes programs such as trade missions, international trade fairs, sourcing program, trade statistic, where my office, same goes to others overseas office, heavily focused on, which is the export promotion. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I think to understand strengths of Malaysia as a trade partner, it is useful to look at our overall trade performance. Malaysia is a highly trade-oriented economy. Our export ecosystem has developed strong capabilities. This is across sectors such as manufacturing, logistics, and so services. We trade with more than 200 markets worldwide, which reflects our deep integration into global commerce. And this wide reach demonstrate our exporters' readiness and resilience, which important consideration for international buyers and also international partners. As you can see in the slide, the trade has been a major driver of Malaysia economic growth. Our total trade was valued at 3.07 billion US dollar back in 1970, but now to over 700 billion in 2025. And breakdown into this year, last year, 2025, Malaysia, we reached our historic trade milestone with total trade hit 715 billion US dollar, which is increased 13.5% compared to the previous year. where export stood at 375 billion and imports 340 billion US dollar. This slide also shows our importance of key trading partner. This includes ASEAN, USA, China, EU, and also Hong Kong. And all these markets play a major role for Malaysia exports and also imports structure, reflecting our diversified external trade relationship. And on the product side, you can see electrical and electronic products is our leading export category. And other important products also include petroleum products, palm oil-based product, machinery, equipment parts, and also optical and scientific equipment. Now, let's move to the next segment, which is on the products and services capabilities. Earlier, we covered more on the macro picture, and now the actual business capabilities, where Malaysia is not offer scale but also diversity with strength across manufacturing, agriculture-based, advanced industry, and also services. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see in this slide, Malaysia, we are the world largest exporter for 32 products for Asia 6 digit. And this include both manufactured products, agriculture products, that reflects our competitiveness across a broad set of industry. As you can see, the product listed here, part of electronic integrated circuits, the semiconductor, instrument, medical glove, food-based product, and also agriculture products. And this breadth is one of Malaysia competitive advantage. Now, let's go into details of several industries. First, we go on this electrical and also electronics. This sector is one of the Malaysia flagship industries. The capabilities here include concept design and also development, our PCBA box build, system integration, inspection, and also test solution, supply chain, and also our EMS, OSAT, and IC related activities. And beyond semiconductors and electronic assembly, Malaysia also has capabilities in broader electrical products, which include LED lighting, switchgear transformer, and wires. And this give buyers or partners access to both high-tech and also industrial electrical segments. Next is the ICT. Our ICT capabilities extend well beyond hardware. And as you can see in the slide, it include the system integration, ERP, IoT, cloud integration, digital payments, digital manufacturing, and others like animation, AR, and also e-learning. So next, in the machinery and also equipment, Malaysia, we have a strong capabilities in engineering support industries, and this includes mold and die, casting, stamping, precision machining, HVAC, compressor, and also handling equipment. We also specialize solution for semiconductors, food processing, water system, and also plastics. And in the area of oil and gas, our ecosystem include services such as surveys, drilling, support, engineering, offshore installation, and also shipbuilding and also repair. On the product side, Malaysian companies able to supply items such as wellheads, valve, flange seals, and lubricants, and also some major fabricated offshore structures. In the lifestyle sectors, this include textile, apparel, and also food footwear, furniture, um, uh, cosmetics, and also toiletries. This shows that Malaysia export base is not only industrial but also consumer oriented and design sensitive. Next, in the life sciences, we offer a combination of manufacturing and also service capabilities. This includes pharmaceuticals, supplements, generic drugs, medical glove, medical consumables, and also biotech or biotechnology. And in the area of agriculture, produce, and processed food, our export includes palm-based products, cocoa and cocoa preparations, beverages, dairy products, confectionery, snacks, seafood, meat, and also food ingredients. And these make Malaysia relevant for both the ingredients, the food ingredients items, and also for the finished food products. Next is the transport and logistics sector, and this slide reflects our connectivity and also supporting ecosystem. This include transshipment hubs through air, land, and also sea freight forwarding, the warehousing, regional distribution hub, automotive support, rail system, and also selected defense related services and also products. And within the construction and business services, Malaysia offers strengths in construction-related products such as glass, ceramic, steel, plastic, timber, and prefab buildings. And complementing this industry, we have uh, uh, well-established professional services such as architecture, engineering, consultancy, legal services, finance, and retail related support. Now, I think let's move to the 10 reason to do business with Malaysia. Um, and this slide summarize the overall business case for Malaysia, where we are the reliable suppliers and also partners. The policies are friendly, business friendly. We got a strong trade support facilities, diverse quality products and services that we can offer to partners, and of course, compliance with international standards, good manufacturing practices, transparency in terms of regulations, and a strong trading track record. And for companies considering for a deeper commercial presence, where to have physically presence in Malaysia, these slides share the relevant official authorities and practical resources. As you can see on our left side, the Companies Commission of Malaysia, these are the commission that responsible for setting up a company in Malaysia. If you go into this QR, you can get all the guidelines of register a company in Malaysia. And MIDA, Malaysia Investment Development Corporation, is more on the investment incentive or facilities that government of Malaysia can offer to potential investor into Malaysia. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, the international sourcing usually comes with travel costs, logistic complexity, and also time zone barriers. And to address all of these, Matrade, we have come out with Madani Digital Trade, which is a platform that international partners can consider to support your sourcing needs. As you can see here, this slide introduce the solution of one-stop solution, where this system is a government-backed system, AI-driven digital trade platform that designed for the cross-border engagement easier, more continuous, and also more engaged. The platform highlights a comprehensive ecosystem where they have a function of business matching request, training program, the virtual pavilion where we have actual companies that showcase their product and services virtually, and the intelligent virtual assistants that support visitors, partners to look for the potential or reliable suppliers in Malaysia. So the goal here is to make the international business discovery and also engagement more efficient and can connect directly with Malaysian suppliers for all products and also services. And I would like to invite everyone to explore the platform. And you can scan or contact our team, Matrix Los Angeles, at matrix.gov.my to explore more options or functions under this Madani digital trade. And next, for those that ready to take the next step, this slide highlights our iconic event where we organize every year. This is an opportunity to engage with Malaysian suppliers. MIHAS stand for Malaysia International Halal Showcase is a broad industry event that covering, I think, more than 10 scopes under MIHAS, not only on the food and beverages, but also cosmetic, logistic, Islamic finance, and also e-commerce that can offer potential for a new partnership with you. And this event will be organized from 23rd to 26th September at MyTech Kuala Lumpur. So those that interested can register their interest through our office, Los Angeles at matrix.gov.my. And on top of this, I also would like to share about our upcoming participation in the Semicon West 2026, which will be held from 13 to 15 October, where we are bringing a group of 10 Malaysian companies from various categories within the semiconductors and also electrical electronics industry to participate and also showcase the capabilities of product and also services within the ecosystem. Later, I will share with you the flyers mentioning all the companies that join our program for Semicon West 2026. So I would like to invite everyone to visit our pavilion or even engage virtually. You can let us know. We can arrange virtual meeting introduction with all the companies. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to end my presentation here. Thank you for your time and also attention. And I hope this presentation gives you a clear sense of Malaysia's strengths as a trading partner and how Matrix to support your sourcing and also market engagement objective. Please do not hesitate to reach out to us at Los Angeles at matrix.gov.my to explore more opportunities with Malaysia. Thank you.
Great presentation, great information about the market there. Before we open it up for questions, and we do have some time, could you frame up what's the timeline relative to Malaysia? How was business 10 years ago? How was it 5 years ago? What are you seeing today? And then what can we imagine 5 years from now? Where are things headed? I remember my first visit decades ago, and Selangor pewter was it really impressed me, the art, the craftsmanship, and the artwork involved with the manufacture of products like that. But Malaysia has come so much further along in terms of technology
Mm.
in a variety of industries. How do you see that for the future, and what are some of the things we should be thinking about? And then I think I'd like to hear maybe from Jim and Ellen about on the real estate side in terms of how easy or difficult it is for businesses to come to Malaysia, get visas, be able to do some work and things like that. But I'd love to hear their questions and perspectives on that as well. But where do you see Malaysia going from here?
Okay, thank you, Doc, for the questions. And I think I would like to share by um, earlier, James touched about the AI, and I think that's the future, not only to Malaysia but to all of countries, also partners here. But to answer your question, Doc, back in 90s where we are heavily focusing on industrials. So our policies, regulation, everything um, more towards this investment friendly, where we would like to attract more investment into the countries, especially on these industrials and also manufacturing. And slowly we move towards services and also advanced manufacturing. And I think from Malaysia side, the coming future, there will be more focus on technology driven and also innovative solutions. There are several new policies that has been introduced um, to drive the industry more further. For instance, on the semiconductor, we have the national semiconductors policy where we want to bring the move out into the value chain, not only on the back end um, ecosystem of the semiconductors, but now slowly getting to design and so development of the ecosystem of the chips and also semiconductor. So I guess the direction is now towards the technology driven and also AI, and of course everything um, the innovative solution also playing part of it. And from the government point of view, we will provide facilities and also incentive that towards to achieve that target.
Okay, great. Um, Ellen and Jim, have you already invested in real estate in Malaysia? What's your level of investment so?
I'll add because one of my good friends, Rusmin, from Malaysia, runs around sharing, promoting Malaysia. He's part of ASEAN, so very familiar with KL, and one of my good partners at our company with Calvin Wong, used to be Goldman Sachs over there, doing a lot of asset property management. My thing is, I know everyone that I spoke to in Malaysia wanted inflow of capital to go. What is the business of flow of capital and business within, I would say, Asia or to the US? Because I know I always hear inflow of capital for projects in KM and Malaysia, but what about outflows or partnerships inter-Asia? So can you say other bigger picture? Because I know a lot of times it's always the inflow of capital. Is there outflow? Is there other strategics that Malaysia is working on?
Come again, James? Do you mean from
So a lot of times when I
Asia
talk to
capital?
everyone from Malaysia, they want us to invest and put money into Malaysia and KL. Uh, is Malaysia working on other strategic partnership, let's say within Asia, India, China, Dubai, Europe, the US, obviously. But what else is going on? Because we do hear, let's say in the US especially, about inflow, right? They want investment capital inflow, showing all these projects, the hyper growth, growth, mostly because a lot of the Singaporeans, it's expensive to live there, so they're building that transit, right, to go in and out, which makes it easier. But my question is, besides money coming in to Malaysia, what is coming kind of out and strategic partnerships and opportunities that Malaysia is working outside of Malaysia with other countries?
Oh yeah, I think um, for the investment outside Malaysia from the point of view of government, we have several so-called the government-linked companies that continuously look for the opportunities of investment abroad. And usually this will be undertake with careful considerations involving all the because in Malaysia there are I put it this way, we have Ministry of Finance that um, having a share with private companies, government-linked companies. So these companies, they strategize on, to go and invest abroad. But I would say the focus will be 50-50, where 50 on the local and also 50 on the foreign side. But from the private sectors, where the companies is either public companies or private companies, they are actively look for the investment abroad, because like Malaysia itself, we are a 32 million population, a small market, and that's where, especially like construction companies, they are ongoing look for the opportunities uh, in overseas, especially within the ASEAN as the first touch for them to go into outside Malaysia and also invest. So that's my, because there will be two different views from the private side and also the government side. But from the government side, there will be more careful consideration because it will involve public money.
Thank you.
The primary trading partners for Malaysia are number one, China, number two, Singapore, number three, United States, number four, Hong Kong, and number five, Japan.
Mm.
So that I think was also embedded in your question, Jim. So
That's why Global Chamber is so useful putting this together as money moves around. That's what we hope to do, Doug, is to share opportunities around the world, but also what everyone wants, the capital driving public-private partnerships, everything, Doug. So this is kind of a leading to why Global Chamber, the network, is so important because everyone is looking for pretty much this. But they can't find it, right? It's too spread out. And that's what's so difficult.
Yeah.
the
Well,
the
thank,
funding
thank,
source for a lot of. Oh, please go ahead, Ellen.
oh, no, I just wanted to thank Mo for your presentation. I think you did mention that there will be some delegates coming to North America. Is that correct? In October?
Yes.
Yes. Do you happen to know at this moment, like in terms of which cities they'll be visiting and which area? Do you have more information on that?
Yeah, Semicon West will be organized in San Francisco,
Mhm.
Moscone Center. So all the companies together with Matrade will be there and having a country pavilion at San Francisco Moscone Center.
Okay, great. Doug, it's not too far from you, so yeah.
Well, it's October 13th through 15th, and Global Chamber has an event on October 12th, the
Oh,
afternoon before. So that's a Monday, the afternoon. Furtis had mentioned about that they have an evening event, and we're looking to invite them in the afternoon to part of our pre-Semicon West event that'll be near the Moscone Center. So stay tuned for more details, and hopefully Furtis will be able to include your delegation in that conversation.
sure.
This
October 12th, Monday, 13th through 15th is the Semicon West. We did Ellen, we did a Semicon West preview show last October in Phoenix. It's now going back. It used to be in San Francisco all the time, and now it's going back and forth
Yeah.
between San Francisco and Phoenix. And so the one coming up this year is San Francisco. The one next year is Phoenix. Furtis, were you the one that was telling me that it may just go to Phoenix permanently? Somebody was saying, I think it might have been somebody, another member of Global Chamber was telling me that it was because it was someone in Phoenix telling me that it's always going to be in Phoenix. And I thought, I don't think so. But maybe in the future, I think somebody in Phoenix is trying to spread that rumor, but we'll see.
Yeah. Doc, when I visited Semcon West last year in Phoenix, and there's a news covers that the attendees first day in Phoenix recorded a highest from the history of Semicon West. I'm not sure whether it's you know uh, something real that to make it Semicon West stay in Phoenix, Arizona.
It was very well attended, a lot of interest. It was well publicized, and we enjoyed our event as well. And so, thank you, and thank you for today's presentation. Does anybody else have any questions or thoughts? And any other topics that folks would like to cover?
What about the big project that I know KL is putting together that I keep hearing about? Can you share a little more of what's going on with that the large project?
The large project, you mean for the construction or?
Yes. Yeah, there's this large multi-billion dollar project. I know everyone's been sharing. I don't know specific. I have to look at my reports, but I know that everyone was talking about this one large center. Ellen, do you
Well,
remember?
yeah, I think it has to do with the government moving to a different city.
Mm.
So they are trying to build like a second area for the central government and focusing more on sustainability and also on
Wow.
employment housings and also, just sort of like that was a big talk. And that's what James was mentioning about Roosman. He's been trying to seek investment to a lot of large corporations, public traded companies have spent some of the money there, and hospitalities have set up hospitality hotels near those areas. So I think James just want to get some update. If you are aware of this project, like, do you have any updates or anything you know about it? Yeah.
Thank you, James. Thank you, Eileen. Are you referring to the moving of capital?
Yes, that is moving of capital. I think
Okay.
it has to do with the government headquarter, I think.
Oh, okay. I think that one refers to our neighbor, Indonesia, where they want to move from Jakarta,
Okay.
Java Island, to the Borneo Island, which is part of Sabah and also Sarawak, which is under Malaysia. So I think this was 3, 4 years ago. There's an idea, and they have moved some of the government officers and also a team to be stationed there. Um, and the way I see it, the movement of capital of Jakarta into another area that definitely we develop the area that they want to build up. And you see, this new area is located um, strategically in the middle of ASEAN at the Borneo, and it will give access to all the ASEAN countries. Where I think from the new capital, Nusantara, they call it Nusantara, um, less than 3 hours flight to Kuala Lumpur, to Philippines, Singapore, and also other countries. Um, and yeah, I think there are several projects also coming up, but this is more on government projects. When we talk about these projects development, obviously the government, they want to grow their own companies. But the strategy that I would like to recommend is to partner with anchor companies that maybe has been award the projects to them. But nevertheless, James, Ellen, whenever I've got the information about these opportunities, I will share with you. And again, this is on Indonesia because they are planning to move the Jakarta, the capital, into a new city where they call it Nusantara.
Yeah, New Center. That is correct. Yes.
Mm.
Well, thank you for sharing some insights regarding that. Yeah, I know Indonesia and Malaysia is different, but I think we got that. We were thinking about James. You and I were thinking about the same thing. Yes, for that big
Yeah,
project.
because we
But
keep hearing,
yeah,
right, about
because
where
it's
and
so the proximity is so close, so that's the reason
Yeah.
why. And the other thing is, I've been hearing also, I've been talking to a lot of Asian country, some of the leaders. They've been talking about there's a lot of growth. I'm just talking about not on the trade side, but also on the real estate sector. Many people are looking into going to Malaysia to invest because of the pricing of the land, and also for it's much cheaper there. And then of course, some people are looking at possibly like retirement over there. So do you have some information you can shed some lights regarding that?
Oh, yeah. I think under one of our government agencies called Tourism Malaysia, there's a initiative or program called MM2H. This is Make Malaysia as your second home. So within that program, there's offers and also I think attractive package to attract retirees, to have a home or retire in Malaysia. You pointed out very correctly, Ellen, as compared to here, I think the pricing, spending where you earn US dollar here is very good life you can enjoy in Kuala Lumpur or even in Malaysia. So I can get that information on this MM2H or Make Malaysia Second Home, and later we share with all of you for your information, and also to get in touch with our team. They also here, by the way, the Tourism Malaysia, they have office here in Los Angeles, right across my building office. So I'm happy to connect both of you for more discussion for this program under MM2H, Make Malaysia Second Home.
Well, thank you for this. It's amazing. Like this is that's why Doug, look at this. We first start out with trade, now we expand into real estate and deals, and that's really how we sort of grow our group, and also help all our audience and members for Global Chamber in terms of understanding, who are the people to approach. Because a lot of times when you want to invest or even going to a different country, you don't know who to contact. And being part of the members of Global Chamber, now we have people who are part of the economic development, part of the trade. So we're going to the right people that can direct us to who we should be talking to, who we should be working with, without jumping through a lot of obstacles and hoops that a lot of people trying to navigating into a foreign country, they don't know who they should be talking to. So I think, Doug, once again, I want to thank Global Chamber for this great platform, and of course, I want to let all the audience knows, stay tuned. We have all these different countries that we'll be introducing and letting people know who are some of the key players for not only for trade, for FDI, real estate, and also various different economic activities for various different countries. So thank you, Doug. So I'll hand it over back to you. Thanks.
I think in 2 weeks we were going to do Taiwan. Well, there, so I don't know whether we could time that with you being over there for 3 weeks, right? Oh my goodness! So that's
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 weeks in Taiwan and 1 week I'm gonna visit Japan. Yeah, it's been a
fantastic.
few years since I've been back, so it'll be nice to go over there again, to meet up with some friends. Yeah.
Ellen, quick question. Are you going to do some business? Because I have meetings to line up for you if you're going to go over for business.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think the
Okay.
first week will be all business. So if you need
Okay.
anything, yeah, feel free to reach out. Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. Yeah.
Thanks everybody for joining today. And if you're watching the recording and you have some questions, please do reach out to us. And we'd love to be able to help for all the reasons that Ellen talked about. We now have our next meeting is actually starting right now. It's for business owners and how to get more out of your business. And we've got a speaker zooming in from Basel, Switzerland with the EOS system and giving us some spectacular tips. And so that link is in the chat. Next week, our focus is Puerto Rico. I think we have another 6 or 7 events this week, and then I believe we have about 10 events next week. Lots going on in the world, lots going on at Global Chamber. Can't thank Ellen and Jim enough for their leadership on the real estate and business side. Thank you to Furtis and Motrade for speaking today and giving us great information about trade and the tourism piece and how that all pulls together into opportunities. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank
Bye.
you.
You.
Thank you, everybody.